Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my backyard. My name is Cassandra, and I'm going to take you through this simple 10-minute morning yoga sequence. No props required and suitable for all experience levels. Let's begin in tabletop pose on hands and knees. So palms under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips, and we're just going to move through our cat and cow from here. So as you inhale, you can drop your belly, lift the gaze, tailbone curls up. And as you exhale, reverse this motion, push the mat away from you as you round and contract, really dropping your head here. Take a few more, going at your own rhythm. Inhale, little back bend. And as you exhale, you're rounding and stretching everything out along the back body. Take about 2 more cycles. Using this practice to set the tone for our day, to gently stretch and open up and wake up our bodies and minds. Come back to your neutral tabletop pose. You're going to extend your left leg up and back, and at the same time, if you'd like to intensify this, you can reach your right arm forward. So this balancing table pose, I want you to keep that left hip rotating down, draw your lower belly in, take an inhale, stretch a little bit more. And as you exhale, pull your knee and your elbow in towards the center, round and contract. Twice more like this. Inhale, stretch out long. Exhale, pull it through. Inhale to reach. Let your right hand come back down to the mat and just step your left foot forward in between your palms to the top of the mat. Tuck the back toes under, lift your back knee off the mat, and you might just kind of sway and rock back and forth here. We're trying to melt our hips down, to roll our shoulders back, stretching into the ankle. And we're going to come from here into our warrior 2 pose. So spin that back heel flat so it's parallel to the shorter edge of your mat. You're going to push both feet into the floor and lift yourself up. My shoulders are over my hips. Arms are reaching out, palms facing down. Squeeze that left knee open. And let's reverse our warrior. So right hand down, left arm up and over. Big side body stretch. Coming back up, you're going to bring both hands back down to frame your front foot. And we're going to find 3-legged dog from here. So your left leg is going to stretch all the way up towards the sky. Bend your left knee, open up your hip. Big thigh stretch here as you lift your knee up high. And find your downward facing dog. Feet are hip width distance apart. Lift your tailbone up. It's our first downward dog, so bend your knees as much as you'd like here. You can wag the tail a little bit, try to get comfortable in the pose. And we'll come to tabletop on hands and knees, setting ourselves up for the same sequence on the second side. So this time your right leg stretches up and back, and if you'd like to intensify this, you're also going to reach your left arm up. Thumb is pointing up, bicep is along the ear. Draw your lower belly in, squeeze through your glutes. And as you exhale, you're going to bring your elbow and your knee together to touch, round and contract. Twice more, just like this. So with your breath, inhale, stretch. Exhale, squeeze it in. Last one, inhale and exhale. And you can stretch that right leg back, drop your left hand to the mat, and we're going to find our lunge here. So right foot goes to the top of the mat between your palms. Tuck the back toes under, lift your back knee off the mat, and maybe just rock a little bit back and forth here. Get a little bit of more room through your hips. And we're going to come into our warrior 2 pose. So you can spin your back heel flat and parallel to the shorter edge of your mat. Push into the feet to lift on up, palms facing down. I'm really trying to squeeze my right knee open, pushing into both legs evenly. And reversing left hand down, right arm up, big stretch here. opening through the side body. And we'll bring both palms back down to frame the front foot. Right leg will stretch all the way up and back into your three-legged dog. Bend your right knee, open up your hip, squeeze to lift it up even higher. And find your downward facing dog once more, feet hip width distance apart. Let's take a little flow from here. So you're going to come forward into plank pose, lower down to your belly. Bhujangasana, this is your cobra pose. Push your hands into the floor, elbows in, broaden through your shoulder blades. Exhale to release, child's pose, balasana. Big toes together, knees as wide as you would like them to be as you fold on down. 5 breaths here. You might start to ask yourself what your intention is for the day ahead. I like to do this just by choosing one word. And you can start walking your hands in. We're going to come to take a seat. So you can just swing your legs back out in front of you. And we'll find a seated pigeon pose. So I like to start this one with my legs extended out. And then you can just bend your right knee and bring your right ankle to the top of that left knee. And then choose how much you want to bend your left knee and bring that foot in. So the closer you have this in, the more intensely you'll feel this through your right glute and right hip. I want you to focus on keeping your chest lifted. So you're not rounding, not slouching. And you can just rock a little bit side to side if that feels good. And go ahead and straighten your left leg once more. Into a seated twist, you're going to cross and plant your right foot down on the outer edge of your thigh. You can wrap your left arm around that right leg. Really feel yourself lift up tall and then twist. Right hand can go back behind you, opening your chest to the right, sliding your shoulder blades down your back so you're not lifting your shoulders up to your ears, not creating any more tension. And releasing to face forward, uncross the legs, shake it out. Let's do the same thing on the other side. So this time left ankle crosses over the top of your right knee, and you can bend and bring that foot in any amount that is suitable. Try to eliminate the slouching and the rounding from your spine. Think of growing taller from this pose and just kind of rocking a little bit, shifting your weight side to side. We'll come into our seated twist, so you can straighten that right leg. You're going to plant your left foot down, crossing it over your right thigh. Really stretch up tall and wrap your right arm. Grab a hold of that thigh, left hand behind you, twist open to the left. So my hips are facing forward and I'm really rotating from the mid back and up, drawing the lower belly in. And release, uncross the legs, shake it out. And let's just come to take a seat in any way that is comfortable to you, maybe kneeling or cross-legged. Hands over the top of your knees, close your eyes. And try to choose a one-word intention for your day. Something that captures how you want to feel or how you want the day to go. Something simple that you can remind yourself of throughout the day. For me, that word is hope. And you can really check in with yourself just to see how your body is feeling after even just a short morning yoga practice. And together we'll bring our hands at the front of the heart, Anjali Mudra. And let's close by chanting Om one time. Inhale to chant. Breathe in. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing this very short morning yoga flow with me. I hope it gave you a little bit of energy as well as clarity around how you want this day to go. I have tons of other morning practices if you want to try to make this a habit. Hopefully I'll practice again with you soon. Let me know what your intention is. Please subscribe, and thank you again for practicing with me.